Hello, everybody out there who likes Subterfuge a lot and has decided that they love it so much that they want to go on the internet and watch other people play Subterfuge. Isn't that exciting? And yes, as promised, here is my recap of a recent No Specialist game that I had. Some pretty crazy stuff happened, and I guess we'll just jump right in with that. And so, I guess right off the bat here, I'll show you that this is a 10-person game, so it's pretty large. We have 3 new players in this game. It is Crunchy Bits, Hard Game, and Amy, or Amy. I don't know how you say that, and it doesn't matter. It is all 3 of their first games, and I'm sure most of you know MathWiz9 and Nojo. So, they're all here, and I joined the game because I saw MathWiz, and then Nojo too jumped in when he saw MathWiz, I suppose. And so, right at the start here, you'll see my base setup is pretty decent. Kai Chan's not in the greatest position, but it is not the worst base setup I've seen by far, so I'm pretty happy with where I am. Me and MathWiz have been good allies in the past, and so I reached out to him and we decided that we were going to be allies again in this No Specialist game. And so, also right at the start of the game, I contacted iCare and asked him if he would be willing to go after Bass 1919 with me. And so, he agrees, and I start moving my troops down from Kai-Chan here, as you can see, in order to take some of his bases. But a few minutes after I do that, he comes back and says, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to be friendly with Bass. And so I've really already launched the subs at this point when he sends that, so there's nothing really I can do. I'm sort of moving down towards Bass already. And so the game starts out here, and as you'll see immediately, Hard Game resigns. And so I have one dormant player next to me right at the start of the game. I have no idea why he even bothered joining the game if he wasn't going to play, but that's just how people do Subterfuge sometimes. So you can scroll here and just sort of see my initial expansion. At some point along this, MathWiz said, hey, do you want to go 3-way with Nojo? And I know Nojo from the forums too, and I'm sure he's a very decent player. So I'm okay with that, and we decide that we are going to do the 3 of us in an alliance. This really helps me because I sort of have MathWiz almost encompassing me, and Nojo's there too. So I feel like that's good that I can get all the troops off of that border there and focus more over on guys like Bass, who I still might attack, and then taking Hard Game's dormant outposts as well. So I start going, and I see this attack from Crunchy Bits. That's like 24 hours, I believe it was. And it's an attack that, to me, makes no sense. I mean, I know he doesn't have a lot of intel on me, but it's early game, I have plenty of drillers, and I can very easily reinforce that base, and it doesn't really do anything. And at this point, I'm almost thinking that I want to attack Crunchy Bits because, you know, he attacked me, and so I don't let people get away with attacking me. And so you can see I was bringing drillers into Fate almost there to launch an attack. But then MathWiz, he offers to attack Crunchy Bits as well, and I figure if I can just let MathWiz deal with Crunchy Bits, I can still deal with Bass 1919, because Crunchy Bits is far away, his outposts really aren't in a good position for me to take right now, so I figure I'll let Math beat up on him a little bit, and we'll keep going. And as you can see over here, Crunchy Bits has some specialists, but as it's his first game, he said he made a mistake, and we can only assume he did because he just sent his specialists right off to other outposts to be captured, so I don't think there was anything malicious there. And so, as I had said, I launch on Bass 1919. And shortly after that, probably even before this, like right here, just as my attack's launched, he gets on and he says, getting attacked by Nojo in the south and a Clonacy up north. I guess it's all over for me. And I didn't know this at the time either, but he was also getting attacked by Tsukiko over here. So he was in a pretty bad spot. And so it's at this point that he decides, because he's losing so badly, he now has the ability to hire specialists. And Congo, I was going to take that pretty easily, ton more drillers than he had, but all of a sudden he has a Tycoon and a Foreman going there, which will hugely boost his production. And so that really, it killed not only my attack in Congo, but my attack on Osage also got slowed down a lot from his hires. I believe in total I lost around 80 to 100 drillers just in the first wave because of the specialists that he hires. And so, obviously, when there is a cheater in a game, people don't like that, and so I go out into the public chat and say, hey everybody, Bass hired specialists, Crunchy Bits knows he hired specialists, some other people have seen that, Mathwiz too, I guess. And so the whole game decides that they're going to put aside everything, which not much has happened yet in the way of attacking. They're going to put everything aside just to attack Bass and take him out of the game because he has cheated. And so I'm launching my first attack here. Crunchy Bits there gives me a gift incoming. Mathwiz gets me the gift. And so he makes a few more hires. You can see he's got a sentry there. And he launches on me with 102 drillers and a thief. And honestly, I think this is a really big mistake for him, because since he was getting destroyed by everyone, he would want to keep a bunch of drillers on his queen and turtle up, but he doesn't do that. He's not the wisest player, obviously, and so he launches on me. I defeat the attack, take his thief, and then I start my launch on Gabler to take him out. But as you can see right there, he hired a helmsman, so he can escape twice as fast away from me wherever he is going. So at this point I figure it's going to be pretty tough to take Bass down. And I want to make sure that I don't go too long, because it sounds like if you go too long your video might not save. So I'll probably splice this together and you'll never hear this, but congratulations if you do.